Does anyone have a question? Does anyone have a question?
I have a question, Stuart.
Hmm.
In the last month, I've had a couple of people make not a joke, but oh, you do meditation, and I don't feel like I need to defend myself, but I wanted to be able to say something or guide them to a primer on meditation, or here's a good intro by Stuart, and I couldn't go back and
Well,
find any.
Christina, their meditation practice is none of your business. That the fact that they're not ready to sit down and do meditation, like this kind of depth, energy, profundity, they're not ready for it. If they were ready for it, they would beat down the door.
Mhm.
And I think you have to save yourself a lot of energy and a lot of aggravation trying to convince people to do things that they're not ready to do, finding ways to enlighten them. And there are no ways. When they're ready to do inner work, they will find inner work, deep inner work. When they're not ready, they can poo-poo everything. You know,
Mhm.
they can own their way to the grave, And it's not my business, it's not your business, it's their business. And they have to arrive at a place where they are truly ready to do deep spiritual practice. And if they arrive at that place, there are no excuses. You understand? All the excuses fall away. I got a date, I got a this, somebody's in town, you understand? It all just falls away. Because the primary thing in their well-being is to feed themselves with higher energy, with Shakti. I mean, a lot of people just put it off. Somebody's in town. I got a date. I got a this. There's a movie, this or that. There's always something. There's always. Meanwhile, I'm here all the time. I mean, you think I can't go to a movie or a show or this or that or invite people for dinner and then it's all nonsense. It's just a reason not to do it. It is. I mean, I always tell you that story. When I was in business, I would have clients call me, well, I want to come by your loft at 7 o'clock to look at some sculpture that might have been worth $30,000, $40,000. And I would just tell them I can't do it. Why? I said, I have a meditation class to teach. Oh, well, how about tomorrow morning? Or how about 8:30 at night? It never failed. People were always open to the fact that I would do this in my life. I mean, some of them didn't agree with it. They were different religions and beliefs, but it didn't matter. They respected what you do because it's a very real need. And I respected what they do. Look, if this meditation was going to save the world, there'd be 300,000 people sitting here today.
Mhm.
Do you think I could handle a class with 300,000 people? I don't think so. That'd be serious growth. One meditation class a year with 300,000 people would demand some inner growth. So leave them alone. I really mean it, Krista. Save yourself aggravation. Don't worry about them. Let them find their way. Might take this lifetime, 10 down the road. But the Om sound will lead to something, maybe 4 lifetimes from now. That they'll finally say, oh my God, I've been batting my head against the wall, so I got to find something that really helps me get free of this karma that I have to live. And you're not being mean, you're being respectful, actually.
Mm.
Why do we know better what's right for other people? We don't. And thinking that we know better what they should do it's an imposition of our will on them. Instead of, okay, do what you do, and I love you anyway. I love you unconditionally. It's like Voltaire. I always repeat that I disagree with what you say, but I give my life your right to say it. It was an extraordinary thing that the guy said. You know, I mean, who am I to judge anybody, what they believe and what they do and where their life takes them?
Thank you.
Does anyone else have a question? Let's just all be grateful that we do this.
Amen.
It doesn't have to go any further than that we sit here and do this. And it helps, really helps go deep inside to transform one's life. Does anyone else have a question? So I announced to you all that I'm going to take a vacation, a well-needed one. I am really tired. This has been a very intense period. So, in order to do these classes, sometimes you got to take a break, and I'm going to take a break. So I'm going to be going away on the 8th, and it'll be for about 10 days. So the class will resume not that week, but in the middle of the following week. And I'll come back fresh and mighty and smelling of mountains and streams and ready to do meditation. Ready to do the Zoom thing. The Zoom is not easy, to do 7 classes a week like this. I had to continue without a break. I would probably discontinue it. It's really a lot. I don't want to complain, but it is really a lot. Does anyone else have a question?
Stuart, don't forget about next Monday as well.
Next Monday, I forgot about it.
Your eye appointment.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Next Monday, I have my monthly eye appointment for an injection, and I can't have class on that day. It's impossible. So there won't be a meditation class next Monday. I try to forget about that. It's terrible. Okay. Does anyone else have a question they would like to? Okay, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for those of you that make donations. Thank you for supporting me and keeping me having to drive an Uber car, I mean, and doing this and trying to get the deepest I can possibly do, nurturing anyone who comes to this class. So God bless you all, and thanks. I'll see everybody on Sunday. There will be classes Sunday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good night, Stuart.